the cloud. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Release Team 1.26 weekly meeting. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of September. We're in week 3 of the release cycle, so quite early on. Last week, we had a bunch of shadows here, maybe some new shadows are also in this meeting. So I will have like a short introduction on for everybody who would like to introduce themselves in just a second. Before we get started, please note this is a Kubernetes meeting. So it falls under the CNCF Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be excellent to each other. And we are good to go. All right, open discussions. Nothing is currently on an open discussion list. So as I already said, so last week we had an introduction round. So this time, maybe some new folks joined the meeting. If you would like to introduce yourself, now is a good point. Or otherwise, in the next meetings, is also obviously the chance to introduce yourself if you like.
I wasn't on the last one, so I'll say hello. I'm Xander. I a bug triage shadow, but I've been on various roles with the release team since version 1.20, so I've been around a little bit. Nice to see all the new faces here, and yeah, hey Nate, happy to answer questions or anything for some of the newer folks as well. Yeah, looking forward to working with y'all.
Awesome. I saw that you're also a release manager associate for this.
Yeah,
release, right?
double roles this time around, so it'll be a fun time.
Nice, awesome.
I can go next. Hello, I'm Rashid. This is my first time on the release team, and I'm a shadow. I'm a shadow on the release team. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Hello.
Hey everyone, I can go ahead. So I have been on the release team since 1.23 and coming back this release as a release lead shadow. This is my first time joining the release meeting on 126 cycle. So hello everyone. Yeah, I work at VMware and I'm happy to help anyone who is joining for the first time in the release team. Happy to see new faces. Thank you.
Awesome.
I will also introduce myself. Hey folks, my name is Kat Cosgrove. I am a release lead shadow this cycle. But I've been on the release team since 1.22, otherwise entirely in the comms team, which was fun. Unfortunately, some of y'all mostly just know who I am from the Docker Shem thing, but it's good to be on the team again.
I can introduce myself. My name is Ana Margarita Medina. I am a shadow on the release notes team, and last season I was on 1.25 comms. Very excited to be part of the release team again and learn some more.
Awesome.
I can go next. Hi everyone, this is Cici. I've been in release team for multiple releases since maybe 1.22, and I was the previous 1.25 lead, and for the 1.26, I will be the branch management associated. Sorry. Yeah, nice to see you guys again, and yeah, great to working with all of you.
Great to have you back in the team. All right, is there somebody else? Otherwise, at the end of the meeting, there's also the chance to introduce yourself if you like, or in the next meetings. All right, then moving on to enhancements with Ryder.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Hope your week is going well so far. A few quick updates from enhancements. The first thing is that we're still wrapping up getting the sync script automated through the Prowl job. We're waiting on a new GitHub token, which is going to have different scopes, which should take care of all the permissions we need. So once we have that, we should be able to really quickly wrap up getting the script automated. We've also started reaching out to the SIG leads on Slack, and that communication is mostly just focused on reminding them that there's a new opt-in process this cycle. So everyone is familiar with the process and that they're familiar with the new label they have to add to the enhancements. As a general reminder, enhancement freeze is coming up pretty quickly. It's 2 weeks away. So far, we have received 37 enhancements with 5 more this week. And 1 is good to go. We have 20 that are at risk that do not quite meet the acceptance criteria yet. And we still have about 16 that we haven't looked at yet. For this week, we're going to focus on going through those 16 and making sure that we look at all of them by end of this week. And by stage, we have 17 alpha, 15 in beta, and 5 in stable.
Okay, sounds like everything is on track. I think starting next week, we will also send out email or announcing enhancement freeze. So sounds good. Status green. All right, moving on to CI Signal with Nivieta.
So yeah, hello everyone. Our test grid looks green, and also on master blogging we have 0 feeling and 5 flakes, and master informing we have 0 feeling and 6 flakes. Other than this, tomorrow we have CI Signal onboarding meeting. So yeah, CI Signal looks good. Yeah.
All right, great, awesome. Then moving on to bug triage with Hossein.
Hello everyone. So we are green at the moment, so no blocking issue or PRs for the alpha cut, so everything fine from our side. Besides that, we had our onboarding meeting on Monday with my amazing shadows, and yeah, it's great to work with them. So yeah, we all completed joining to the Kubernetes organization. And at the moment, we are waiting to get access of my shadows to the GitHub project board. I'm in discussion with Nabrun regarding that, and yeah, he's always helpful and great to work with him. Besides that, we are also lacking some rights or accesses in terms of bug triage, because we need to assign our project board on issues and PRs, but I'm also in discussion with Nabrun. So yeah, I hope we can sort it out fast, and the shadows can they can start picking up issues and PRs, and yeah, following them and communicating with the people and owners of those issues and PRs. That's all from our side.
Okay, sounds good. Do you need any additional support, or is everything sorted out?
I can ping you after the meeting, you and Nabrun, both of you. Yeah, we need to, I think, pull some strings to just boost the process.
Okay. I mean, this should be just like giving access, just updating like the teams, right, in YAML files, or is there more?
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And should be quick, hopefully. All right, moving on to docs with Carolina.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, yeah, I did an update in the track sheet. I update some fields with the fields that the docs teams need. And also I create 2 more pull requests that is part of the process. So I put in the description to update the config, the approval. And also in this week, I will have the shadow intro to divide the next activity in the document. I think that's all for me. I don't know if you have more questions.
No questions from my side. The screen is always very welcome.
Okay.
So if you need any additional support, feel free to reach out. I think everything looks good now, so that's awesome. Then moving on to release notes with Harsha.
Hi everyone. We had an onboarding call last week around getting all of the new team members in. We also have we are going to get on a call later in the day and then have a pull request for the release note draft up by tomorrow for the 126 alpha release. And there's an ongoing activity with some of the test cases getting added to the release note subcommands. And we also have upgraded the release note website to Angular 1.14, and a couple of other subcomponents around the Bootstrap and everything else has been upgraded to latest version as well. And overall, we are good. Everything is green.
Okay, awesome. Very nice to see that there's work done on the release notes, like tool set. That's very nice. All right, then moving on to comms with Federico.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Excellent. So hello all. Our current status is green. We have done the meet and greet session that we had planned yesterday. All shadows are properly onboarded. We have worked in terms of having a COM-specific view on the enhancements tracking boards. So this release, hopefully, we will actually have comms moving from the document-based tracking sheet into the GitHub Project 1 as well. Many thanks to Ryder, by the way, for this great work there. With that, we are starting to look into the enhancements that are there, just to have an initial idea on how to go about it in terms of dividing the work for feature blog opt-in tracking, but still waiting a couple of days to really have a better understanding of what features are indeed going to be a part of this release. So everything is going smoothly.
That's very nice to hear. Awesome. Thank you. Then moving on to release branch management with Jeremy.
Hey, everybody. After long last, we finally cut the 126.0 alpha 1 yesterday. I did that with no issues. So kudos to all the release engineering folks, making sure things were looking good. Shared everything with CC and Xander, and we started their onboarding process yesterday. So welcome as new release manager associates. They will be taking over for some of these throughout the cycle. So that'll be super exciting to see some new folks get to cut new releases. We are basically just kind of on track for the next one, the alpha 2 cut. No real blockers other than that. If anybody has any questions or if you see any issues with the stuff we released yesterday, feel free to ping us and we will take a look at it.
Okay, quick questions for the alpha 2 cut. Will this be scheduled on the date that we set in the 1.26 schedule, or do we also?
Unless you need to move it, we can
so.
stick to that date.
Okay, that's good. Awesome. All right. Status screen. I think we have all status screen today.
It's exciting.
Awesome.
Start off on a good foot.
It's a good start, right? Okay, then moving on to the EA, Nabarun. Nabarun is currently sick, so I will just read out what he left in the notes. So he sent out he's planning to do 2 onboarding sessions for the new shadows. There's currently a survey to select times which fit. So please have a look at the survey, and Nabarun will do an awesome introduction to the release in general and also to release team. Right, that's it. Then moving on to my updates. Just one quick, I don't know, notification or something. So likely in the next meetings, we will rotate the host of this release team meeting. So likely you will also see one of the release lead shadows hosting this meeting. So don't be irritated by this. Also, we have seen already in this meeting, I think release notes rotated the one that giving updates. So just be aware of this. So there's no need to have all 40 release team members each meeting in this meeting, so we can rotate and cut time a little bit short. Right, and then just one last comment: the onboarding is basically done, so everybody should have access to any documents and have access also to labels. If there are like any problems, for example, with Nate having multiple email addresses, then we can add this obviously also now later. So please reach out, and then we will just add this to various different YAML files, and you should have access. All right, then SIG scalability has given us a green light. That's also good. I think Pavel is not in this meeting. So, right, okay. So I think we are kind of through. I don't think there's anything new on the release team board. I think. So is there anything else you would like to mention before we close this week 3 release team meeting?
Yes, was a small question. Have the APAC-friendly release team sessions invitations been sent, or
not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. I think it was the 21st of October, the first Friday meeting. Okay. Maybe I will also send out a doodle to select the best fitting meeting slot for this. Right. Excellent. So this is basically the week before KubeCon. So maybe a week or 2 weeks before that, I will send the doodle out, and then I will schedule the meetings.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay. Awesome. Is there anything else? Otherwise, I will stop the recording.